If it's an emergency, I guess, just go ahead and go. Quote, I'm working at the community college. I teach adjunct remedial classes. We call the courses gainers. So as a result of staff calling the class a gainer, they sometimes label students they don't like or think is dumb also as a gainer. Not only do I teach a hodgepodge of gainers in adjunct classes, despite being on full-time, I also am part of a professor administration partnership where we get to pop in and out of classes at our leisure. Yes, during a college course that adults paid money to be in. I could only imagine how annoying it is for the students. So anyway, we're walking into an equivalent of Uni 100 Inches, which teaches students about, well, navigating college. The professor for this class is the most pompous student teacher you've ever seen. As he was blowing through PowerPoint slides. Yes, PowerPoint in 2023. Like leaves on a Sunday afternoon. He stopped any student attempting to get up to leave the class by verbal intimidation. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think I was done talking about this? Just because you gainers stopped learning about this doesn't mean I'm done teaching about it. Quote, the group of us stopped near dead in our tracks at this. God, I've felt like saying jeet like this to kids sometimes. But I know better. I know that it's a ME problem. I'm not engaging enough. A student pipes in that, I have to really have to go to the bathroom. Quote, the teacher robotically reiterated what he said, but then added, Jesus, if you have to go that bad, just go ahead and go. Quote, the man did. In his shorts, trickling down his leg, he just stood there in his tracks, looking at the professor the whole while. I cannot believe this happened. Like, so can't believe it, I didn't even want to write this because it's just so BS sounding. Like, who would friggin' actually do this? This guy. Seriously. Janitorial crew needed to come in. No hazmat? The student got out of the class. Involuntarily. Not right away. Like, I mean, he was withdrawn from the class. The teacher was too. Come to think of it, they had an actual teacher finish out that class. I think the most important takeaway here is that if you piss yourself in class, that ends the lecture for everybody for the day. Some people vote with their feet. This guy voted with his unit. The man was a hero. Alternate ending. This makes the entire post fit the sub. When the professor said, go ahead and go, he did. He just left class and never was heard from again. Okay, good story. But what is the issue with using PowerPoint to teach, since you said that with such disdain and contempt? What should we use? This post is now the official, long live PowerPoint, post. What would someone use instead of PowerPoint? In 2023, do teachers just throw videos on then pause and talk? Honestly, the story was funny, but I'm so curious if PowerPoint is outdated. What do people use now? Y'all got touchscreen whiteboards now? Lol. Hey, the teacher was pissing and moaning, so the student was only helping him. So the kid pissed his pants and had to go at least a while until he got to his dorms or home to change clothes. Yeah, that sounds like a win for the kid, all right. The irony is I'm building a PowerPoint presentation for a grant application my business is doing. Like, as I read this, guess I'm finally old equals P. It's really upsetting that college educators are calling us gainers and making fun of us. I work at a school and have never talked about students like that when they are literally trying to better themselves. Some of us greatly benefited from a community college, and that is so heartbreaking. I love how everyone is so concerned about the PowerPoint, but no one is worried for peeing Patrick. Dude probably has very bad bladder issue. Malicious compliance aside, Thank you for teaching at a community college. They're one of the most undervalued parts of the U.S. higher ed system. But they're a straight-up lifeline for a whole range of students. When I went back to school for a second undergraduate degree, which became a master's, which became a PhD, I took the first 2 years of courses at my local community colleges, going to class at night while working full-time. All the other students were working professionals or had other responsibilities, and they were super driven and great to be in class with. As for the staff, I'll still say that I met some of my best professors when they taught my community college classes. I won't even mention what an absurd bargain it was. I think I paid something like $300 a class. Not per credit, per class. Great experience. And I was able to transfer all my credits after a little back and forth with the four-year university I transferred to. I'd recommend that any incoming freshmen seriously consider doing the first year of undergraduate classes at their local community college for the cost savings alone. TL. Doctor. Community colleges are great. You're great. You're making a difference every day. The man did. In his shorts, trickling down his leg, he just stood there in his tracks, looking at the professor the whole while. That man was a hero. The absolute power move. Student teacher equals professor? What a power move. Pee on himself to show dominance. Why did you go to a class about being a new college student though? Rule 2.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.